Hello, my name is Mark and welcome to another graphic novel review. This is Guards by Terry Pratchett. A good title to start with in the Terry Pratchett universe, as if you've ever read any Terry Pratchett, you might know that he tends to write lots of different series, but doesn't really write them in any particular order. He has Rincewind the Wizard, the Witches, obviously the Guards, and he kind of just writes the book, like the first book of the series, and then will write a book from another series. So if you ever open a Terry Pratchett novel, it will give you the release date order of all of his books, but that's not necessarily the running order, particularly if you just want to read a particular group of characters. So Guards is about the Night Watch in Ankh-Morpork, which is the capital city of the Discworld, which is the setting for most of Terry Pratchett's books. And Terry Pratchett said that the reason why he did this one specifically is because he always wondered what it would be like from the Guards' perspective. Usually in your kind of high fantasy titles, the Night Watch or the Guards are just window dressing. You know, they're the guys that come in and say you have been accused of such and such, or say, who Hulk goes there or whatever. They're never usually a main part of the story. Their lives are never fleshed out, and inevitably they're killed off partway through the book. So he decided to write a book specifically about those people and what they are and what they do. It's quite a humorous book, as you can see from the front. This is the cast of the Guards. You can read it as a graphic novel format, or you can read the main novelization as well, whichever you choose. It has some okay-ish artwork, similar to the Asterix and Obelix book series. It is full of Pratchett's normal kind of humorous storytelling, and this one is a detective story. The Guards are doing their normal day-to-day, dealing with the drunkards and people of Ankh-Morpork. Not necessarily thieves, because as you know, if you've read any of Terry Pratchett's work, you'll know that Ankh-Morpork actually has a thieves guild, which oversees the enforcement of thieves in Ankh-Morpork. So the Guards' job is a bit limited, because they don't deal with, as say, thieves in the city. They don't deal with assassins and things like that, because each of the more, so I say, disreputable works and businesses within Ankh-Morpork have their own guild, which officiates those things and makes sure that the crimes are not committed, or if they are, they're committed under a particular set of rules that they have to abide. So in the book, people are being murdered, and it is the job of the Guards to find out why. And this leads them, across an adventure that eventually takes them all the way up to the offices of the Lord of Ankh-Morpork, Lord Veterinary, it's the way they go about it is really quite good, because they're quite. Most of the Watch are quite clownish and quite cartoonish, apart from their leader, Samuel Vimes, who has a very hard-boiled, almost New York cop attitude to him, and a no-nonsense way of dealing with things. So it is, as a good start if you're looking to begin in the Discworld. It has quite a good rundown of Ankh-Morpork, which is the setting for many of Terry Pratchett's books. It's the biggest city of Ankh-Morpork, biggest city on the Discworld, rather. It is a good introduction to some of the characters in the city, the wizards and the High Lord himself. And the Guards do continue in other books. As I said, this is just the first of that series. And towards the end of what Terry Pratchett wrote, he kind of amalgamates a lot of his stories. So Vimes pops into stories where other main characters are, and those main characters also pop into their stories. So if you just want to read the Guards, you can just read the let's say the whole series of books. If let's say reading up about a group of what guards do in a fantasy city, what they get up to on their spare time, and how they go about their business appeals to you, then this is the one. And as I say, it goes forward and they add more members and really flesh out what it is to be a guard and a night watchman in a fantasy setting. And I think it's really good. That is one of Pratchett's best stories. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you again soon.